Who is this person?
Cortisol.
Cortisol, stress
What
hormone.
cortisol is? It is a stress hormone. So what happens whenever we are super stressed, which is like 24 hours these days, like we are stressed, and I'm not talking about emotional stress only. Emotional stress is like part and parcel of being a human being. That's what we are surrounded by that. You cannot eliminate it out. I'm talking about the stress which you induce yourself on. Now, what could be stress which you put on? आप अपने ऊपर डालते हो. Suppose your kidneys are responsible for filtering the blood, but you are dehydrated. You are not drinking water at all. Will the optimum blood volume come to kidney? Answer my questions.
No.
No. So if kidneys are assigned to filter blood, but if there is the blood, first of all, the volume is not proper in your body. You're not drinking enough water. Secondly, you're having too much of diuretics like coffee and tea. You're triggering your body to lose more and more water weight. You're overworking at the same time, overworking out also at the same time. You are just suppressing your kidney to decrease its productivity, to go against what it is assigned to do. Next, another kind of stress, skipping too many meals, specifically the first meal of the day, that is your breakfast, because it's so important to replenish the glycogen in your liver. 150 to 200 grams of glycogen being stored, which gets used up throughout the night. So if you get up for another 2-3 hours, you do not consume, you are undergoing a stage where there is no glycogen. Whenever your body undergoes a stage where there is no glycogen in the liver, it triggers a cortisol response. Ki, hey, come out, there is no glucose, this person has not eaten. Start breaking the muscle down, because जिंदा तो रखना है इंसान को. Endogenous muscle breakdown is triggered by cortisol.
Ma'am, what if you are not hungry?
What if I'm talking about Preksha? If you have not eaten, if you have eaten, this process will be suppressed. I am only talking for the scenario how things relate to grade 1. कैसे धीरे-धीरे चीजें grade 1 fatty liver पे जाती हैं. Grade 1 fatty liver is not a day's disease. It's a metabolic syndrome. You develop it slowly. So cortisol does what? Since you're super stressed, your muscle breakdown would begin. Now this muscle breakdown produces amino acids. Amino acids through gluconeogenesis are converted to glucose. Your liver does this. Your liver is now working. Your liver is ensuring that these gluconeogenesis happens in the liver. So this glucose is made and can be sent to the bloodstream. Students, you do keto diet, you do whatever diet you want to. No one can ever have high blood glucose or low blood glucose. Everyone, you do keto, don't eat carbohydrate, you will still have normal blood glucose levels. That is how your body functions. That is what homeostasis means. Optimizing your blood sugar levels is a part of homeostasis. So this glucose which is formed by breaking your muscles down is sent to your bloodstream. अभी आपके bloodstream में आ गया. अब bloodstream में अभी मुझे एक question का आंसर करो. If someone unknown comes at your home, are you guys going to open the door?
No.
No. But if the same unknown person comes with a known person, would you open?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, absolutely. Glucose is like that molecule which is unknown to your body cells, your muscle cells. So क्या होता है? Glucose को कोई अंदर लेता नहीं है, कोई भी cell does not goes inside. Glucose requires someone known with it, which is comfortable by your cells. That's insulin. So when insulin comes, it binds glucose to the receptors of the cell. Hey, I'm asking you to open your gates. वो cells को बोलता है कि अपने gates खोलो और glucose को लो. But कौन लेगा? Do you have muscles left? Do you have muscles left to take the glucose inside?
No, it has broken.
It has been broken down. And you are as you're skipping meals on a daily basis, you're not eating properly, you're not replenishing your glycogen, your protein percentage in the food is very bad, you do not have any mobility, your muscle growth also does not happen. Starts to stay in the bloodstream for longer and longer because there are not enough cells who are going to consume so much glucose. So when the blood glucose spike होना बहुत normal चीज होती है. Everyone goes through blood glucose spike on a daily basis based on whatever you eat. There will be certain carbohydrate percentage. If it is there in your food, you will have the spike. Spike is not the problem. The point comes, what happens after the spike, that the spike should go down after a while. That means it is an indicator कि आपका glucose बढ़ा और वो cells के अंदर चला गया. Your cells are happy now, energy is being produced and you feel good. You don't feel angry, jittery, frustrated because your cells are satisfied. But since there are no cells or cells with enough mitochondria, which includes muscle cells, liver cells, brain cells, specifically you have lost your skeletal muscle cells now. कम हो गया है. वो blood stream में ज़्यादा देर तक glucose रहता है. और अगर ऐसा consistently हुआ, if the glucose stays in the stream for longer and longer periods on a daily basis, it triggers what, students? What it would trigger?
Diabetes.
Yes. Yes. So food-induced blood spike is not that dangerous if you have muscle. But cortisol-induced blood glucose spike leads to what? Leads to what?
Diabetes.
Now let's come to fatty liver. आपको पता है cortisol बना किससे है? Cortisol का नाम, real name है corticosteroid. Yes. If you see the word steroid here, the word steroid is coming from the word cholesterol. The sterol, the nucleus here, nucleus यहाँ पे यानी 4 benzene ring है उसके पास. The cholesterol skeleton leads to production of corticosteroid. अब daily आपके body में इतना ज़्यादा corticosteroid का demand आ रहा है because your body is stressed. Your cells are not fed, your cells are hungry, you are dehydrated, you are on painkillers, you suffer from a chronic condition. You're surrounded by emotional stress also, you're surrounded by pollution also, you're overworking, you're not sleeping on time, you're not going out in natural light. These are all different forms of stress which are filling up your stress bucket. क्योंकि आपको corticosteroid की इतनी ज़्यादा demand हो गई है, liver आपको support ही करेगा ना. Liver starts making internal cortisol, internal cholesterol. खुद से बनाना start करता है. Cholesterol can be made by liver. Liver is a very self-sufficient organ. It starts making cholesterol. And suddenly the cholesterol production goes so high, वो बना के खुद के अंदर स्टोर भी करने लगता है. That's why it is called metabolic syndrome. Your metabolism is incorrect right now. जैसे होना चाहिए था वो हो ही नहीं रहा है. क्योंकि कोलेस्ट्रॉल की जरूरत क्यों पड़ी? क्योंकि इतना कॉर्टिसोल डेली बन रहा है. हर every 1 hour you are needing cortisol because you are not eating on time, you are not sleeping on time. Stress hormone is just there to keep you alive. So liver starts storing that cortisol within itself, triggering eventually what, students? First it starts with what?
Fatty liver.
Grade 1 fatty liver. अब इससे क्या होगा? Why people with grade 1 fatty liver develop hypothyroidism? Let's understand this. I'll come to, okay Ravi, no worries, you can watch this question is if high cortisol level can be there. Yes, of course Ravi, I'll talk about it. Why hypothyroidism? Maximum people who have grade 1 thyroid, grade 1 fatty liver, you will find them with poor hemoglobin, you'll find them with swollen face, swollen body and hypothyroidism. It's interlinked and on the verge of developing diabetes. Why? Because this butterfly shaped beautiful gland in your neck produces a hormone called as T4. What is T4? Tetraiodothyronine. 4 iodine से बना हुआ एक molecule. Tetraiodothyronine. But this is an inactive thyroid hormone. It cannot do anything. If you guys know the function of thyroid gland, it is there to trigger BMR, to control your BMR. What is BMR? आपका सेल कितना ग्लूकोज बर्न करेगा रेस्ट पे. आप बैठे हो बट फिर भी आपको भूख लगती है बिकॉज़ सेल्स एनर्जी यूज कर रहे हैं और बर्न कर रहे हैं. People who are hypothyroid, their body does not produce enough energy. They feel tired, lethargic, body में pain, spasm हो रहा है क्योंकि सेल्स डिप्राइव्ड है एनर्जी से. आप किसी से जबरदस्ती काम कराओगे तो उसको इन्फ्लेमेशन और पेन तो होना ही है. तो T4 का कन्वर्जन जब तक T3 में नहीं होता, जिसको हम कहते हैं थायरोक्सिन, triiodothyronine, which is an active thyroid hormone. This conversion is done inside where, students? Inside the
Liver.
liver. But now that your liver is damaged, बेचारा slow हो गया. If I make you guys work out with 10 kg on your shoulders, would you be able to do anything?
No.
No. The cholesterol ensures that your liver is hyper burdened to trigger this conversion anymore. So T3 का production low हो जाता है. That's why people who are diagnosed with hypothyroidism, पहले तो उनका TSH बहुत high दिखेगा आपको, बाकी T3 T4 बहुत normal दिखेंगे. आपको लगेगा इस इंसान को hypothyroidism है कैसे? Why this person is having water retention, weight gain, which is primary symptom, despite the levels looking normal? Because आपका level test कहाँ पे किया गया है? Blood में. And blood is a very tightly regulated fluid by whom? By your kidneys. Blood में कोई भी deficiency देखना बहुत time लगता है. And that's why I teach all of you, learn to see the symptom first physically, anatomically. Look at the person. Then you go towards the blood report. Then you go towards other further tests. They are not the definitive test always. Always. They can be, but not always. Height TSH जा रहा है, T3 T4 normal है. Person is on the path. Why? What is TSH? Thyroid stimulating hormone. Thyroid को आके stimulate करता है कि T4 बनाओ और liver को भेजो. क्यों T4? क्योंकि T4 क्यों बॉडी आपको इतना T4 है फिर भी ट्रिगर हो रहा है थायराइड की T4 बनाओ बनाओ बनाओ. Because that is not being converted. Is it being converted? No. Convert ही नहीं हो रहा क्योंकि liver काम नहीं कर रहा. Excessive high TSH levels. That's how, this is how you have to learn to detect conditions. Because anyone who has good T3, surprisingly, all the hypothyroid patients are given a tablet named Thyronorm. That is a T4 tablet, right, students?
Thyroxine, yes.
T4 Thyronorm naam ka. It's a very famous brand out there with a pink color cap and white bottle. It's very popular here in India. If you guys see that, but it does no effect on them. I've seen people on T4, literally does no change. They still suffer, right? Because no one focuses here. The problem is here. अगर आप इसको fix करोगे, ये automatically fix हो जाता है. You fix your liver, you fix your thyroid. You correct your blood glucose levels by having healthy muscle percentage, you fix your diabetes. You don't have to worry about blood glucose spikes anymore. You don't have to worry about, oh, can I eat a sweet now? No, don't have to worry about it. Of course, you have to eat in optimum amount still, but you don't have to eat in fear now. Is it clear? Are you guys